Hi, I'm Life Coach Landry, and the topic is to leave or not to leave a relationship. Why it's hard for some people to leave even abusive relationships. I'm going to give you some keys that are going to kind of help you point out some flags maybe that's going on. Okay. So when considering what to do with a relationship, the widest approach for these people is to find courage to honestly assess the current situation and reality of their interactions. Okay. So here are some specific dynamics to consider, whether it's time to walk away from something that's become unhealthy for you. Okay. Number one is, does their partner repeatedly maintain there is nothing wrong with the relationship despite their unhappiness and dissatisfaction? So unless you are a clinically depressed, bipolar person or with some kind of clinical unhealthiness, and you're a normal, healthy adult going through a relationship, if you're depressed, unhappy, or just have a lot of dissatisfaction, then that's not something that can be ignored by your partner, okay, or you. Another question to ask is, does their partner believe that they have no way or nothing that they need to change in order to help the health of the relationship in any way? The next one would be, does their partner believe the real problem is the unhappy, complaining person, boyfriend, girlfriend, or something, that you're just always a complainer? And it may be that you are always complaining, but it may be because of the health of the relationship and the person you're with. Remember, if you're incompatible, everything turns into something that is ultimately not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy with. Incompatibility is the ultimate problem in relationships. Okay. A lot of people sit there and say, well, it could be this, or it could be that, or we didn't get along. If you're incompatible, everything else, because you can take two great people and put them in an incompatible situation, and that makes most of the things that happen incompatible. You see, it's a domino effect. Okay. And I have a video to find out, good signs for compatibility. Go back through my segments and find it. The next one is, has their partner apologized over and over for the same, maltreatment, only to do it again after a honeymoon or a makeup phase? In other words, if you went on a great vacation together, had the best time, but when you get back, you're right back to fighting, that person's not the type of person for you to be with. Okay. Another one is, do they spend lots of time monitoring their partner's cell phone, computer, iPad, social media pages, looking for evidence of inappropriate text, meetings, conversations? If that's happening to you, you're in an abusive relationship. Get out. What are you doing? People who monitor you are portraying their own insecurities and self-esteem issues onto your happy and healthy life, and they are slowly putting brick on brick on brick until they build walls around you, and you are not the person you were when you met them. Okay. Next is, do they continually focus on what more they can do to make a partner who has betrayed them want to treat them better? Okay. That's self-explanatory. The next one is, do they often feel alone despite the fact that they're in a relationship? Okay. So if you're one of those people that you feel alone even though you're in it, it's like, what are you doing? And, going back to, if you're monitoring, your partner's cell phone, stuff like that, either you don't trust them or you're just unhappy yourself. Okay. Another reason to leave a relationship. No relationship is ever going to be healthy when you monitor it like that. It doesn't even matter if your intentions are good. If you monitor people like that, you are crossing a line that you can never come back from. Okay. Another one is, do you feel like you have to walk on eggshells? Do you have to censor your thoughts, censor your feelings, your behaviors in order to keep the relationship safe? Now, I'm going to throw a caveat in here. What this means is, you can't go around throwing beer bottles at somebody. You can't cuss them out. You can't flip out every time you're in a fight. That's not normal behavior. So I'm talking about, do normal behaviors that with anybody else are fine, but with that person they're not. Are you finding yourself having to censor what you do? Okay. If you have bad behaviors, that's a totally different subject. Watch my other segments for things like that. The next one would be, does the relationship leave you questioning whether you have the right to get their needs met or feel validated? Okay. Again, if you are a healthy adult, why are you fighting for the most basic crumbs of a relationship? Experiencing even one of these dynamics is a red flag about the current reality of your relationship and the degree in which it's healthy and safe. Gratifying, supportive, and loving are things that you should be feeling in a relationship. Okay. women and men need to find the courage to be honest about those current dynamics and recognize that the decision to stay or leave will be rooted in what is not what was or what could be. Okay? You live in a current reality in your relationship, and you need to make a decision based on the information you have right now. You don't need to go through someone's phone. You don't need to ask them 1,000 questions. If you feel like you're at the brink, you sit down, you have one serious to two conversations max. If it's not solved, you don't abuse them. You don't keep pounding them about your unhappiness. You make a decision with the information you have to stay or leave. Okay. So I hope this information was helpful. And if you're currently trying to make this decision with the situation that you're currently in, contact me at the email link below and we can get started on working on habits and behaviors to help you make that decision. If you just found this information of value to you, you can show that appreciation by clicking on the donation link below, and I will talk to you soon.